Hey everybody, this is Johnnie from Jess and Johnnie Write. I am filming this from a rather odd location. I call this room the annex, but actually it's a walk-in closet to the second bedroom in my home, which I also of course use as an office, as a writing space. I'm calling this episode Puzzle Procrastination because there are so many things that we as writers do to keep ourselves from writing, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. I have 3 writing deadlines going on right now for 3 different projects. They're due at different times, but this next 6 or 7 weeks are going to just be really busy for me. I've got a lot of writing to do, plus other things. You all know how that is. So I have specific word counts I need to do for each of those projects. So what have I been doing instead? Well, I have been writing. I'm not that far behind. I'm sort of keeping up with that. But here are a couple things that I have done instead of making sure I got my daily word count goals put away before the day was over. One thing I did was clean out this annex. When I moved here, everything that didn't already have another place to live in my home got put into this closet. And it was so bad that when you open the door, you could open the door, but you couldn't get very far in, which was a problem because, as you can see, there's my printer. I love having it in the annex, by the way. It's wonderful not to have it sitting out in the office. I participated in an online webinar recently, and one of the presenters talked about that thing that hangs on our shoulders that if we could just get rid of it, it would just be so wonderful and be so freeing. And she asked us to name what that would be. And for me, it was this closet. I knew immediately what the answer was for that question. And then she said, think about how long it would take for you to actually get that thing accomplished. And I thought, you know what, if I just did it, it probably wouldn't take nearly as long as I think it will. And sure enough, the next day I came in here, dragged everything out that needed to be taken out, reorganized, got things into boxes, got things into totes, really straightened things up. And it only took me a couple hours to do this. Now, as will happen, I then spent probably another couple hours, reorganizing other areas that needed to be organized because I had organized this room. But now I can walk in here and I can reach my printer. I have a shredder nearby, and it just makes life so much easier. And I love opening the door and seeing this nice room. For a writer, this is really nice because I'm going to turn the camera around. Hold on just a moment and let me do that, and I'll show you some cool things in my my writing annex. Okay, back again. Now you can see where the printer is, and it sits on this very nice dresser. And of course, those drawers hold all kinds of fun things, business cards, stationery. One drawer actually acts as an inbox drawer where I put papers I need to look at later or things that need to be filed, that kind of thing. Up there I've got galleys, games, pictures, just all the kinds of stuff that we collect. But it's all stacked pretty nicely and it looks pretty good. But one thing I really like about this room is that I now have this table. This surface is so nice to have when it comes to mailing multiple items, just being able to spread things out on it. It's really fun. Now, I started out saying that I titled this puzzle Procrastination, and here is why. See this puzzle? Okay, last night I needed to write about 2,000 more words on 2 different projects. And instead, I got to working on this puzzle. And I stayed up till after midnight, getting it done. I kept telling myself I needed to stop. I kept telling myself I needed to go to bed. But I was just almost obsessed with getting this puzzle finished. And so that's what I did, instead of writing and instead of sleeping. And of course, now I'm really tired today. There you have it. 2 ways I have procrastinated instead of writing, but at least I have a nicely organized annex with all my office supplies handy, the printer handy, the shredder handy, and I have a cute completed puzzle. So that's fun too. Thing is, I know I am not the only one. So please tell us, what do you do when you're supposed to be writing and just can't seem to get your fingers going on those laptop keys? Till next time, this is Johnnie from Jess and Johnnie Write.